I'll do. So now what I will do is, I have here a stopwatch. Okay, I have here a stopwatch. So the moment he starts walking, I will start the stopwatch. The moment he stops, I will stop the stopwatch. Right? So, okay, start. 5. Okay, stop. So he has moved 5 steps. So he has come here. He has come here. He has come to this spot. So I will say that I will name this spot. I can give any name. What name shall I give? Huh? A. X. Okay, fine. Good. Okay. Now we are going to use a word called as a concept called distance. I think all of you know what is distance. Huh? Okay, I'll ask you. Don't worry. Right. So I will use the word D1 just to begin with this. So he is at the spot at D1, and he is at that, when he has come to the point D1, at that instant, the time recorded is 5 seconds. So this is what I'm going to do. Now move another 5 steps. However you want, you move. Fine. Yeah. So he has moved another 5 steps. He is come here. Okay. So this I will give this. What name shall I give to this point? D2. Correct. Very good. So that's the way you have to give. And now the time shows. Time shows now 9 seconds. Okay. Now move another 5 steps. Fine. Stop. Okay. So he has moved here. Right. So I'll give the name here D3, and it is now showing here 14. The time is showing 14. Okay, I go back. Thank you. So now you see, did you see your, supposing now I made him to stop. I made him to stop at every point. Now assume that my stopwatch was on and he was continuously moving. Andra, he was moving like this. So what are these dotted lines, dotted dots? Yes, who is that? Who said path traveled by the body? Ahana, right? Yes, good. So this dotted line represents the path traveled. Understand? It is the path traveled. What is distance? Everybody can answer.
The path traveled by an object is called distance.
Okay, Ahana said path traveled by an object is distance traveled. What do you have to say?
It is the total length path covered by an object.
Total length part covered. You are close to the answer, but not correct.
Actual path covered by an
No. Come on. Correct. You are closer to the answer. You know the answer.
Displacement of an object.
Hey, well, that's a very bad answer. See, let's try to just try to speak the truth to the best possible extent. Okay, let's not speculate. It's not like kaun banega crorepati. You give that answer, like that. No, let's reason out. See, you are fairly close to the answer, but it is not telling the truth, right? Good. So, highest please.
The actual length traveled by
Actual length means what?
On the
actual final position.
Actual path, actual length. Why are you stuck with that word actual?
Total.
Why are you stuck with the total means what? What is the total? Why you want to use? See, when you want to add something, you will use the word total. Otherwise, why should you use the word total? How much money you have? You will tell how much money you have. Total money you have. Who told you? Did somebody ask? Then you have to total and tell. Isn't it? So why I am telling you all this is because physics is a subject. It will bring you closer to the reality. So as much possible, you should speak the truth. As much possible. There is no absolute truth. Understand? See, we are all living between two ends. Absolute truth, absolute false. Understand? So in between, see, if you say, oh, he is a perfect man, he is a totally imperfect man. There is nobody like that. So all of us, including me, we are somewhere in between. But we try to go as closer as possible to the perfection. So when I am telling something to you, I will try to use the best possible words and try to give you the right information or whatever appropriate to be told. So I'll say I am speaking the truth. That's what. And physics wants truth. So it will, see, if you read books in physics, you will not find any adjective and adverb. But otherwise, because very, very good, yeah. Actually, very, very beautiful, yeah. You will use the word. So you will not find any such words in physics. Why? Because we want truth, nothing but truth, to the best possible extent. So total, actual, is it necessary to use? It is not necessary. So this is what you will refine your thought process. That is precisely what I call it as the process of learning. Okay. Now, shall I give you the answer for this? Now, just see. Length of the path traveled by a body. Okay. Length of the path. No, don't write. Don't. Huh? See, you trust your instincts. You trust your brain. So many things you learn. Tabla, you learn music. Do you go on writing everything? Don't worry. God has given wonderful brain to all of us. Understand? Because you go on writing notes and then how much you will by heart. So don't depend upon that. Depend upon this. If you have learned the right way, you will remember it for a very long time. At least another 5 years you will remember. Okay? So, see here. Now distance is what? Length of the path
Traveled by the object.
Traveled by the object. Okay. You can use the word object, or you can use the word particle, or you can use the word body. There is difference between all of them, but I will let you know later. At this stage, let's not get into too much of those details. Right? So length of the path traveled by a body. Right? So what do you mean length of the path? So if I call this point as O, if I call this point as A, if I call this point as B, C, then what do you mean by length of the path?
Total distance.
See, you should not use the word distance to tell length. Supposing I'll tell you, measure the length. How will you measure?
Initial position.
Final
position minus initial position.
Oh, so final position is D3. Initial position is 0. So D3 is say something like around 10. And this is say 0. So you mean to say 10 minus 0 is 10, length of the path? Is it correct? Do you think it is right? See, the coordinate of this point is 10. The coordinate of this point is 0. So if you say 10 minus this, then what are you doing? Is it telling the length? How will you measure the length?
Actually calculating.
Calculating. See, if you are given some number, how you calculate and tell? Here, calculate not here. Yes, Srinath, Anna, you can also answer.
Measure
Yes, sir.
Tell, how will you measure? Good.
by
Using
some instruments like measurements.
ಏನು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹೇಳಿ ತಗೋ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಫ್ರೀ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್
It's like using the thread.
that is right. Sankalp is right. So now what you do, you keep one end of the thread here and keep on keeping the thread here like this.
Then using
Now you measure the length of it. That becomes what? The length of the path. You are measuring you should go in steps. You have measured what? The length of the path. Call this, instead of telling length of the path, simple word. You thought ಹೆಸರು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಸುಧೀರ್ ನರಸಿಂಹಮೂರ್ತಿ. ಯಾರು ಹಂಗೆ ಕರೀತಾರ ಸುದ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಸಾಕು. ಸೊ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಹಣೆ ಬಾರ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತ. Because we want truth. So here, length of the path traveled by a body becomes distance. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay. Did you understand really? What is the distance from this place? You know which place in Hubli? Very famous for all of you. Huh? Ena? Ruptungutta. Okay. Okay, Ruptungutta. See, Ruptungutta peak mata hogiri. So, what is the distance from my home to Ruptungutta peak? Andaz ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನೀವೇನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Very good. She said 2 kilometers. Okay. She said 2 kilometers. Yes. Anybody want to say something else? Hey, hello, you some good better. And that's not right. Hey, come on, you also can think. Or if you say 2 kilometers, I'll accept 2 kilometers. Sure, allow 2 kilometers. Sure, sure. Supposing I'll say it is 5 kilometers. Am I right or wrong?
Wrong.
Hello, Srinath and Anna. Am I right or wrong? You know. Now 5 kilometers now. I am right. I am not joking. I am perfectly right. Tell me how I am right. See, you didn't understand the meaning of the word distance. Length of the path traveled by a body. Now tell me.
Yes, sir. Means the roads.
I will, if I go like this
Means
to.
every path is moving. Some path may have shorter distance and longer distance.
Isn't it? So the distance traveled will depend upon the path chosen. Distance depends upon the path chosen. Path traveled. Understood? So therefore, you see, if they give you options in examination, the distance from A to B is 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers. All the above can be true. Which one will you mark?
All the above.
Why did you mark all? Otherwise, you would have marked only one of them.
Depends on the path covered by the body.
So that is what is called as understanding. So one sentence, what is the meaning? Length of the path traveled by the object. So every word has action, right? It has got full meaning. So you have to be so intense. It's not by hearting. See, if you had, see now all of you, length of the path traveled by a body or total distance or something and all you told. Why did you tell all that answers? Because we are very good students. You are very studious in your school. You have just picked some words, and if you have written these words as answers in your school book, and you have got full marks. That's why you say this is science. Science or total actually distance and but in your future examinations, or when you really stand on a big dais and address a lot of scientists, then they will catch you. They will say, no sir, this is not right. You are not telling science. You are telling nonsense. So you just have to refine this. Ashte ಇನ್ನೇನು ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅಂಶನೂ ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ನನ್ನ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇನ್ನೇನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ನಾನೇನು ಮಹಾ ಏನು ಕಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುದು. Okay? Right? Then you can solve very big problems. Right? Okay, fine. So you understood 2 kilometers. Now somebody asks you, what is the distance from Hubli to Dharwad? Somebody asks you, what is the distance from Hubli to Dharwad? What will you tell? ಈಗ ರಸ್ತೆದಾಗ ಹೊಂಟಿರ್ತಿಪ್ಪ ಯಾರ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಹುಬ್ಳಿ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಪಾಪ ರಸ್ತೆದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಪ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಗಾಡಿ ತುಂಬ ಊರಿನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಆಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರ ಹುಚ್ಚು ಹಿಡಿದು ಬಿಡ್ತೈತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾರ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಮುಂದಿಂತ ಈ ಹುಬ್ಳಿ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಈಗ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ನೀವು ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಪಾತ್ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆ ಪಾಪ ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹುಬ್ಳಿಗೆ ಬಂದೈತಿ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೊಂಟೈತಿ ಅದು ವಿಚ್ ಪಾತ್ ಯು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಕತ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅದ್ರ ಬಿಡ್ತೈತದ So usually you should say Hubli to Dharwad. Naturally they will go by this. Sir, Hubli to Dharwad is 20. You should say, sir, Hubli to Dharwad it is 20 kilometers. You just go like this, meet the national highway and keep traveling towards Dharwad. It will be 20 kilometers. That is the way to reply. So that's what I'm telling. If you learn physics, you should not start showing off physics in the public domain. Understand? So you should use it judiciously. That is called as education. Okay, that is called as education, right? Anyways, we will learn more of these things, right? Okay, so I suppose you understood the length of the path traveled by a body is this one. Okay, fine, very good. So you see, whatever sentence is given in your textbook, I am just making you to understand. I am not teaching anything extraordinary, or out of your syllabus. Okay, so I gave you this exercise. Now.